Away from health to the judiciary, the courts across the country are expected to resume work tomorrow after an industrial action which lasted 21 days. The Judiciary Staff Union, which directed its workers to down tools for the period, were protesting the refusal of state governments to obey an order that will guarantee the financial independence of the judiciary. Our correspondent Shola Shoyele reports.
3 weeks ago, the judiciary workers commenced an industrial action which effectively paralyzed activities in the state courts across the country. From Lagos to Ondo, Rivers and Akwa Ibom, the workers stayed away and the courts remained under lock and key. Their grouse was the refusal of the state governments to implement an order of the Federal High Court Abuja delivered on the 13th of January, which directed them to ensure that all allocations meant for the state judiciary would be paid directly to the heads of state courts.
Then, of course, there is the general, well, you might call it commonplace, but it's not so commonplace, issues of salaries, emoluments, and conditions of service. They want that enhanced. So that is basically what's involved, but it's not new. In the last 6-7 years, there have been a number of strikes that they have undertaken.
The whole legal system is almost crippled now. You can't go to court, you can't file cases, you can't do anything. You can't take CTC. Those who are in custody and they have urgent application, those applications cannot be heard.
To the extent that the funding tends to abridge the independence of the judiciary, definitely all hands must be on deck to stop that.
With all the complaints trailing this industrial action, the Minister of Labour and Productivity, Chief Emeka Wogu, intervened, and at a meeting that lasted several hours on Friday, a truce was reached after a Memorandum of Understanding (MOU) was signed between the Minister and the leadership of the union in Abuja. The MOU states that all governments are obliged to respect the provisions of the 1999 Constitution as amended and comply with the judgment of the courts. The agreement also indicates that the demands of the Judiciary Workers' Union would be met within the next 45 working days. With this development, the courts across the country will now resume work on Monday, the 4th of August, with the caveat that no Judiciary Staff Union member is to be victimized as a result of participating in the strike. Shola Shoyele, Channels Television News.